Thank you guys so much for joining us. I am joined today with Samantha from Jane Iredell. We are so excited to talk about their new products, some of the products that you guys really need to know about, not only their mineral makeup, but also their supplements. So make sure that you are letting us know what questions you have. Lindsay's here and she's gonna let us know what questions you have because I cannot read that far. So please let us know what you guys would love to hear about, and we're super excited for today. So as you guys are joining, yes, good afternoon. I can't believe I could see that far.
Me too.
I know.
Oh my gosh. That's impressive.
Yes.
It's real small.
Yeah, it's only Tuesday, so I guess I can't see that far.
Listen.
So why everybody is joining, why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I am Sam. I'm the territory manager for Jane Iredell in Ohio, so I cover all of Ohio, and I've just been loving the brand. I'm a little bit newer, so I just started this year, but it's been such an amazing journey so far, learning about the products and just having the best team. It's been amazing. So I'm super excited to be here and talk about some of my favorite products and some of the stuff that I like to use, and some things that I started out with, and hopefully give you some tips and tricks so that you can try Jane as well.
Yeah, so I've actually been using Jane Iredell since my very first position in aesthetics when I was 26 years old back in Maryland at Peninsula Plastic Surgery. I know some of my friends there are probably watching, so let me give them a shout out. Yes, they introduced me to Jane. Jane's been around a while.
Yes.
So with that being said, can you kind of tell us a little key points, brand missions, any values? Because Jane Iredell's been around forever for a reason. It's amazing, but tell us why it's so amazing.
Yeah, and I think that that's such a great point to talk about because, you know, Jane has been around for a while, but what makes this brand so popular, right? What makes it so amazing? Well, it's that it's clean and that we have such great ingredients that go into our products. They're all tested extensively. It's great for any sort of skin type. So if you're oily, dry, if you have acne, or if you're aging, all of that is something that Jane took into consideration when she made this line. And Jane actually started as a casting director, which I always like to say because I think it's really interesting. And that's kind of what made her make this brand, is she saw so many people coming in, sitting down and having, you know, so much makeup on, putting heavy makeup on for camera. And she said to herself, you know, why isn't there a clean product that everyone can use that we can, you know, have for this long wear? What they were using it for, right? And so she basically took that idea and started her Jane brand. And it's been the same ever since, as far as it's always been clean. Everything is always, you know, tested. It's just such a great brand to get behind because there's so much that she has done to make the brand what it is today.
No, absolutely. And like I said, when I started using these products, I was so acne prone. Thank goodness for good skincare and good makeup.
I'm telling you what.
But yeah, so I guess the next question is who is this makeup for? Because I know, like myself, when I started these products, I would go to the drugstore, I would go to Sephora, and I would try their the products, and
right.
I would get so congested, I would get so many breakouts, and then I just gave up on makeup. Like
right.
I use a little bronzer, I put on some mascara, and go. Jane, like I said, when I started in aesthetics, was the first mineral makeup,
yes.
and it changed my life. So,
Yeah.
can you tell us like who this is for?
Yeah.
And really a little bit about mineral makeup.
Yeah, so this is my favorite question because I answer this with anybody who has skin, Jane is good for.
Mm-hmm.
But really it is. So if you have any underlying skin condition, if you're acne prone, if you are, you know, concerned about aging, this is what this brand is for. It's skincare infused with your makeup. So you're getting two benefits at the same time. Your skin will be so happy. And here's the thing. It heals your skin because of the skincare inside of it. So being acne prone, I was also very acne prone, you know, was a little bit nervous to try a lighter weight foundation because I always wanted something that was going to be full coverage. I never wanted to let my skin show. And that's something that completely changed for me, is when I started using Jane, it was like, oh, you can wear a lot of products. You can do these different products and do the different steps, but you're not cakey, you're not wearing a lot of makeup, and you're also getting the skincare benefits. So It really does, I joke and say that it goes with everyone who has skin, but it does. It's good for all ages. It's good for all skin types. You can be dry, oily, aging, have acne. It doesn't matter. This is skincare that's going to help to heal your skin while it's on. So I always like to, say it really is good for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And another thing I like to point out is I always hear with like other brands, like drugstore brands, you almost feel like tight
Yes.
by the end of the day or a couple hours after you wear it.
Yes.
And with this, you don't get that like feeling of like, I need to stretch my face.
100%.
Yes. So,
100%.
yes. And mineral makeup lays on top of the skin. It's not absorbing into your pores. It's not going to clog your pores.
Yes.
And mineral makeup is just so good for you because it doesn't harbor bacteria.
Yes.
So perfect for rosacea, perfect for acne.
Yes.
Which is perfect. Well,
Yes.
great. Well, anybody who's new to Jane or not new to Jane, but maybe they need to know about these products, what do you suggest starting with first?
Yes, well, I'm going to just talk about what I kind of started with because I came from a different sort of makeup, almost a different makeup background where I was wearing full coverage foundation, as I said. So, it was just a lot of that drugstore, toss it on, leave it on, hope for the best. But I actually completely switched my mindset as well. And I actually started with the Hydro Pure Tinted Serum. That was my favorite product. Just because I started it and it's a serum foundation, you know what I mean? It's not super pigmented. So for me going into that, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, to be honest, just because I like more of a full coverage. The way that this product sits on your skin is amazing. I am a little bit more like combo to dry, so it just depends on the day, but that also made me nervous because I was like, okay, there's hyaluronic acid in here, I don't know if I'm gonna need that. I did. I think that was the thing is that like I did need it and I didn't even know. So that made a huge difference for me. I'm getting coverage with this, but it is a skincare product. So I'm still getting that amazing, it's almost like I get the hydration, I get the coverage, but it's skincare and makeup. I also really always suggest our primers. I love our primers. The Illuminating Glow, the Brightening, and the Mattifying. They are all amazing. And those are primers that you really can tell that they're skincare products when you touch them. There's a lot of primers that like I've used back in the day where you can really feel the silicone and just really feel the stuff in there that's making it thick and cakey, and I never liked primer before. But once I started using the Illuminating Glow and the Brightening, life-changing. I will even wear the Illuminating Glow to like go out to the store because it perfects my skin just enough and I don't have to add anything else to it. But I mean, obviously SPF, but that's for later.
That's next video.
Yeah. That's our next live. We're gonna cover some SPF, but so I would suggest primer. I would suggest Hydro Pure Tinted Serum, and then my all-time favorite product, which I think is everyone's favorite product, is the Pure Press Base, which is this product here. This is the best product ever, the best pressed powder that you can get on the market. It's amazing. And this was really what she focused on, Jane, when she, wanted that product that was going to look good on camera, that was going to be full coverage and give her clients what she needed. So this product is really the main girl right here. It's amazing. Don't be afraid of a pressed powder. I think a lot of people have this kind of internal coach telling them don't use powder, don't use this, don't use that if you're this old, or whatever you may have read. But one thing I will say about the Jane powder is that it is unlike any other pressed powder I've ever worn. It does not feel heavy. You get that coverage and it looks amazing all day. I've had my makeup on since 7 a.m. I haven't touched it, and I love that I can just have this, put this on. I'm getting my SPF protection, but also I'm looking flawless and I don't have to fix it up throughout the day. So that's amazing. Last step of that little, my go-to products is the hydration spray. This is I know I said that this was my all-time favorite product, but I might have to say this one too. You guys, okay. So I have this thing where I love just spraying stuff on my face. I think it feels amazing. So I've always been a facial spray type of gal. This is by far the best spray, setting spray, just facial spray I've ever used. What's great about this is that they actually steam all of the ingredients, and what you're getting in here is the trapped steam. So it's not just like water going onto your skin. You're getting all of the benefits from this and all of the benefits from the ingredients, and it's actually going into your skin. It doesn't have any of the polymers in there that, you know, normal setting sprays have that could clog pores or harm your skin. This sets your makeup with hydration and giving it, you know, if you're oily and you know you try the balance one, it's going to give you a little bit of balance. But it's just great because it makes all of this makeup that you're putting on look like it's not there. Mm-hmm. It really takes it and it just melts the minerals onto your skin, and you will definitely see a difference using a spray. It doesn't matter which one. The Palm Mist is great.
Which one's I feel like our best selling one's the purple one.
That's the lavender.
Yes. Okay.
So lavender is great as well. And there's 4 different kinds, so you know you can kind of take your pick. I love them all. I literally don't think I could pick a favorite because they're all amazing. But I'm telling you, if you haven't tried the sprays yet with any sort of makeup that you're wearing, you have to. It changes the game.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, I know my favorite, the ones that I use every day. In fact, I actually took them off our tester bar. So our tester bar no longer has any of the lip glosses. Those are my favorites. And of course, the Rose Dawn
the shimmer bronzer.
Oh my God, so good.
Those are the best. I'm also such a big fan of the shimmer bronzers. Yes. And that's always something, I always suggest those to everyone, especially because I'm slightly lazy, not fully lazy, but slightly.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying that for the live, but I am kind of lazy. No. But what I love about that is it comes with 4 different shimmer shades in it, so you can use that as eyeshadow. You can use that as bronzer, blush, highlighter. You can use it on your lips. It's such a multitasking product. You can use it so many different ways that I love that. Mm-hmm. And it makes me being kind of a lazy gal a little bit easier because I have everything all in one, and I love taking that with me, and it looks stunning on the skin. I love those shimmer bronzers.
The Rose Dawn is gorgeous, and we're not going to jump too much into it, but there is a new one that I wanted to point out we'll have very soon, as in like the next couple days. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about this in our next live, but this one I've been using, and I love it. Amazing. So I still love my Rose Dawn. I still use it every day, but today I did use their new bronzer and the new palette, and it's gorgeous. Yes. It's going to be perfect for summer, but that's for our next live.
We're going to do another live where we talk about summer skin and how to get that amazing look with SPF and how to get your sun-kissed look. So we'll get into that. Just keep in mind there are 3 new matte bronzers, and we will go into that on our next live.
No, perfect.
They are.
So kind of switching gears a little bit, can you tell us a little bit about supplements? Because obviously, like, as we know, whatever's going on inside, it reflects on our skin. So of course, I love that not only does Jane care about like what we're putting on our skin to make sure it's healthy, using mineral makeup, making sure that all the ingredients are super clean, but also she wants to make sure that our internal health is up to par so that our skin looks good. So of course she has a range of supplements as well that I personally use. I love the omegas myself.
Me too.
And the Skin Accumax. So can you kind of tell us a little bit about the supplements?
Yes, so the supplements are amazing. Actually, Jane is the only person, the only brand that you can get this from in the US, which is amazing. We're the only distributor, which is incredible. So you know that you're getting a product that's not widely known, and not that that's a bad thing, but I mean, you know that the product is so specific that Jane invested in it and she cares about it and she wants her clients to have this. So that's kind of how I like to think about it, is like, just like you said, she cares about what we're putting on the outside of our skin. We need to help the inside of our skin as well. And skin really will heal from the outside, or from the inside out, excuse me, from the inside out. So you're getting all of those benefits internally. As you said, you know, there's a bunch of different kinds. There's these Skin Omegas, which is my favorite. Skin Accumax, which is great. That one is almost like a holistic kind of form of acne. It helps with acneic skin. And then there's other ones. There's like a collagen support. There's just so many, and there's so many options. And I didn't really realize when I first started how much I was going to care about the supplements, because you know, you hear about it and it's like, yeah, you should use this, and then you're like, well, I'll get around to it, whatever, right? But once I started, and mark my words, once I started using the Skin Omegas, I noticed a difference immediately in my hair, in my skin, in my nails. I mean, everything was so healthy. From the day that I started taking them, I would say maybe a week later, I even was getting compliments on my hair for growing. You know, people who would see me all the time, they're like, oh my gosh, your hair looks so full.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? I'm like, Skin Omegas. I'm not even doing anything to it. It's just the Skin Omegas. So it really adds that extra step into your skincare and makeup routine where you can help your skin from the inside, and that will give you better results over time. You'll be almost extending your skincare and extending your, you know, facial services, stuff like that, by using the supplements. So it only makes sense, you know, if you are caring about what you're putting on the outside of your skin, definitely consider taking the supplements. They're great for everyone. I mean, I know a lot of men and women that take them and absolutely adore them, especially for hair loss. And that being a side effect of COVID, I've had a lot of people coming to me for that, saying like, hey, you know, a lot of my clients are losing hair. That was a side effect of COVID. You know, what do I do about this? And I always suggest the supplements because for me, I mean, my hair doesn't really grow. It is normally this length and doesn't get any longer, but it grew so much so quickly and actually, you know, helped reverse that side effect, which I was amazed. So the supplements are amazing. Highly, highly recommend. If you are acneic, the Accumax is amazing. That's probably one of our best sellers just because you see the difference in that, I mean, immediately. So with the Skin Accumax, you're going to get that acneic kind of relief. And it's going to help from the inside out. So for cystic acne, such a lifesaver. You don't have the painful, you know, cysts on your face. You can actually help to kill that bacteria from the inside.
Yeah. And before we get into the Accumax, I do want to tell you guys, like, the before and afters for all of these supplements are phenomenal. We have a few on our website, but I highly recommend going to the Jane website. They have so many before and afters, and you're going to be, like, mind blown like I was.
It really is so insane when you actually get to see, like, the side-by-side difference. And it's only a certain amount of days, you know what I mean? Like, they'll show different tests, but it's, you really see it in 14 days, what your skin's going to look like. And that is what happens, which is amazing. I know a lot of products, you know, before I couldn't take a lot of like biotin or any sort of like supplement like that because I would always break out. I would always get a reaction. My body never liked it. And so I was a little hesitant to go into like a new supplement. I was like, I don't know if I feel it. These Skin Omegas, I think that they might be the only supplement I've ever taken that has not made me break out and has only given me benefits. So I love it. I don't feel any different either in a bad way. I didn't get like an upset stomach, anything like that. It's just a very easy thing to put into your regular routine. And it's almost like you don't even realize you're doing it because it's a supplement, but you'll notice the difference. Yeah.
You'll look way better.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, we did have a quick question regarding the Accumax. One, is it safe, and is it like Accutane?
So it is going to be a little bit safer than Accutane, and this is actually a great question because I think that the idea is there as far as, you know, hey, I want to try Accutane, hey, I want to try something, a supplement. You just want to get something that's going to heal your acne. I can speak from experience as far as with the Accutane. Accutane does a lot to your skin. I mean, I experienced a lot of dryness with that, and that's something that I wish that I could take back and not have taken Accutane and done the Accumax instead. Just because with the Accumax, you're not dealing with the dryness that you deal with Accutane. It's also like a holistic form of your acne medication, so it's not going to be as invasive as taking an Accutane or anything that's really prescribed for acne. It's not going to be as invasive. This is more of a gentle type of supplement that's going to help in a safe way. So you're going to be getting all of the benefits, but without like the dryness and the invasiveness of Accutane.
Awesome.
Yes.
Perfect. Yes. So, and you don't need to take all of the blood work and like,
all that stuff. It's too much. It's too much.
Yes. So, hopefully you guys have some questions. Lindsay, did you see any questions that we need to touch on?
Yeah, just while we're talking about Accumax, is it safe for teenagers?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
I would say yes. And of course, with anything, we would say go check, you could take in a photo of the ingredients to your doctor. We can provide that for you. There's stuff online too. But always take something into your doctor and just let them know, hey, this is an option for me. I'd much rather, try something holistic first and see how this works for me. Totally fine. Just check with your doctor.
Perfect.
Cool. If you don't want full coverage, can you top the Hydro Pure Tinted Serum with the brush on SPF?
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is the best question because the answer is yes, 1,000 times yes.
And it looks good.
It looks so good. It looks so fresh and dewy, and you're not gonna look like you're wearing makeup, but you have your SPF protection in that brush. It's amazing.
Yeah, and I use the glow brush.
Yes.
So that's what I use.
Yes.
I love it. I think that's
Amazing.
posted about on my personal account quite a few times. I really love that one. Again, I took it from our tester, so it's missing.
You know what?
Don't come into our sponsor and try it out. I have it. But yeah, I love that one. It's so nice, and I love the brush is super thick too, so it feels
Yes,
good.
yes.
Yeah. So
I feel like it does apply really well, especially for being like that reusable brush.
Mhm.
I think when I looked at it, I just hadn't had a lot of luck with that back in the day. Like I would try something with like a reusable brush and be like, I'm not getting enough of the product.
Mhm.
But I do love that you can even tap it on your
Yeah.
skin and see the product coming out, and I don't have to sit there and buff it into my skin. I just place that on, perfect top layer, you get your SPF, and you're done.
and it's a perfect setting powder as well.
Yes, especially for the spring going into summer months, because we'll need that SPF protection.
Yes. Any other questions?
Just a lot of people shouting things out, saying they love the foundation, they ordered the setting spray, love the lip gloss, love the red spray, crust powder, so a lot of people are loving
Yeah,
it.
it's amazing. Like if you haven't tried this line, you have to.
You
like
have
you
to.
won't go back. I know it's hard for people because they get online and like there's influencers talking about Sephora and this brand and that brand.
So
I'm
much
telling you, this is it. Like you won't want to go back to any other brand. While it's not, I mean, it's super clean. It's gorgeous. Like it will literally make like it's what I'm wearing right now. Like I feel beautiful.
You are, baby. You are. And that's the thing. That's why we love Jane so much, because not only do you feel beautiful and you have all of these things that you can use, and you can almost create a different makeup look every single day.
Yeah.
It's always going to look good. It's always going to feel good. And that's the thing. You know what I mean? You're helping your skin no matter what. Once you try Jane, I'm telling you from experience, you will not want to go to any other product. No other foundation will do it.
Yep.
No other powder will do it. You will want to stick with Jane.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sam, can you walk us through what's on your skin now?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So I actually have on the Hydro Pure. Okay, wait. Let me start over. I have to start from my primer, which is the Illuminating Glow. My favorite primer. I just love sparkle, so unfortunately I like to just like bathe in that. So I like to put that on first. Favorite primer ever. And then I go in with the Hydro Pure, which is this one, but I would be wearing, I think I wear Fair. Yes, I wear Fair, which is number 1. And I put that on with our blending contour brush. It's just like a super simple brush that you can use. It says blending contour, but I love it for foundation, so we'll talk about that too. But I apply that with that brush, and then I set with the Pure Press base in Warm Sienna. And that's basically my base. I wear that every single day. And then I have on the light bronzer, which is this one here. This is a new bronzer. It's amazing. It's matte. Again, we'll talk more about this later, but very good product. I have a little bit of this on, and then actually I set my cheeks with a little bit of this Copper Dusk and then the Rose Dawn. I mix them together because I love that shimmer.
I know.
So
it can be beat.
Yes, and I actually used some shades of the bronzer when I put my bronzer on. I did a little bit of that on my eyes, and then used a little bit of the shimmer in the Rose Dawn as eyeshadow. So super simple. I also have on the Lip Drink in Buff, which is my lips. Super easy, but that's just like my everyday go-to, and I never feel like I'm wearing a thing.
And it takes just like a few minutes. It's not like,
Oh.
you have to contour for an hour. Like,
No.
I have an hour early put on my makeup. No, this is so quick and so easy.
It
looks
really
like you didn't
is.
spend that long on it.
I cannot tell you, I used to spend hours getting ready. I mean, I would sit and do my makeup and put on foundation for like an hour because I wanted it to look perfect, and I would sit there and blend it and be like, okay, it's gonna work, it's gonna look great. No, it didn't, because it was the quality of the products I was using and how I was using them. I wasn't aware. And I think switching to Jane and just seeing how you can use these products so many different ways, they're always going to look amazing and always feel amazing, which is the key. So I love it. I absolutely highly recommend Jane.
Yeah, I scratched her.
We're holding hands now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited because, like Sam was just saying, there's so many cool new products we need to talk about, as well as
Yes.
the bronzing stick,
Yes.
which you guys need to hear about, which we're going to talk about in our next live as well. So I don't know if we have any more questions. If you guys have any, let us know. We're good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great.
Well, as always, I'm going to upload this to YouTube. So if you decide you do have questions, let us know. We're also, like I said, going to be back with all of their new products. But definitely let us know if you have any questions about their existing products, their supplements. Everything's absolutely top-notch, clean, good for you, and you're only going to look better.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about any...
Look better and feel better.
Yes.
That's
So
all that matters.
thank you guys so much for joining us. This was so fun, and we hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you guys.
Say hi, Lindsay.